Hey everybody, Dean from Dean's Scale Model Zone here again. Cars and Coffee Sunday. I'm ready to do another um, episode of that. Thank you from Paul from Left Coast Model Cars for the idea. Anyways, I dug up or pulled off the shelf a car from one I did a dragster, funny car from probably about 30 years ago now. Pulled that off the shelf. It's over the course of a couple moves. Had a piece or two broken, and specifically the wheelie bar. One of them's gone, missing. But anyways, overall, it's held up. So let me turn you around here and show you the car. So we've got the Otter Pops. Otter Pops by Funny Car by Revell. Like I said, it was done probably about 30 years ago. Uh, Paint is, but back then I was using enamel, so it's probably one of the testers metallic blues. Um, I want to say maybe at the time they had testers or Boyd's testers colors. It might have been one of those. I don't remember exactly, but and then this was cleared with the Pledge floor polish back then. I airbrushed it. Back then I had just the regular Pache single action airbrush. Painted it with that, and then I also used the same airbrush to apply the Pledge. I think they have Future floor polish now, but I'm not using that anymore. But at the time, because of the decals, I think I felt safer using it over the decals. Um, but so yeah, it's held up pretty well. I don't. There's no cracking in it. Um, it was a nice shine. I did polish it out a little after it was finished. Um, there's the missing wheelie bar, as you can see. So, but yeah, it was a really nice kit, and I have several other Revell funny cars on my shelf that I'm thinking I should probably start or finish them, um, because I've seen a lot of decals over the years, not just mine, but from other people saying their decals are shot after so long. So if for me, I'm planning to build all the kits I have. A decal did have a little crack right there, um, but it pieced back together right there. You can see, maybe not with the camera here, but anyways, I had a little bit of silvering um, on a couple of the decals, but overall, really nice kit. But yeah, so I'm going to start focusing on knocking out my kits that have decals that I mean, I know I can get them reproduced maybe by STS decals and stuff, but if I already have them, and they're still, worth saving or worth using, I want to try and do that. So anyways, that's my goal is to knock out some of these cars or race cars or things with decals that, they're unique to the car, or I want to build it like the box stock, like this one was. So I'll take off the top. This was also one of my first cars that I started doing. Got more room on. I'll just put it over here. Um, that I did engine detailing, wiring, and stuff. So I don't know if I can move it closer. Um, so yeah, I back in the day it won a couple awards at our local shows, and I want to say TAMS, Tidewater Automotive Modeler Society. I was club member. I guess I still am. They say, even though I live further up north in Virginia or Maryland now. But anyways, back in the day when I was with the club down there, this was also the first time I had the. I think they're those dry transfers on the wheels. Um, the headers I used at the time when they were still available. The metalizer paints on the exhaust and a couple of the other components. Um, the engine straps here were masking tape. Um, but yeah, these are nice kits. And like I said, I've got several of them that I'm just going to try and focus on getting them knocked out. Um, because it'd be a shame to, you know, have some of the stuff go to waste or just then have to pay extra to, you know, to redo the decals. I mean, if it's not necessary, you know, why do that? So anyways, that was this is my car for model cars and Sunday. Hope you enjoyed it. Um, I'm gonna go and while I'm got the camera out and everything, I'm also gonna do a channel update, show you what I'm working on. I'm planning on going. Let me get this out of the way here. So next weekend, next Saturday, the 23rd, I want to say is an open IPMS show at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and it's an open IPMS show. Got the blower in the way. Just get it over that, and then it'll close. But anyways, so I plan on going to that show, and I've got a couple cars that I've finished more recently. Get over that. And there's one in particular I'm trying to finish. For next Saturday, and one of them is a the Revell Nicky Camaro, '67 Camaro. So here's the body. I've just finished polishing out most of it. I got another coat of wax to put on it. The paint was MCW, Madeira Maroon Metallic, and it came out very nice. I clear coated it. I tried bare metal foiling it. Oh, I mean, I did bare metal foil it, but then I also clear coated over the bare metal foil, and it still looks good. The only issue with doing that I've run into is as I'm polishing, I caught and on some of the edges of the foil, so I'm gonna have to redo some of those spots. I may touch it up. Well, I'm like this one here. I may touch it up, either redo the foil or touch it up with Molotow chrome pen. I've done that in the past in some areas, like some places it's just hard to get your foil to sit and or something like right here in the corners. Um, and a little touch up like that, it's really hard to notice, and I haven't had an issue at shows with that before. I still need to clean the polishing compound out of the panel lines. Um, but yeah, I mean, it really nice. Came out really nice. I love the color. And what I did was I went online and found what or original colors it came in options, and for the interior I didn't want to go with your typical standard all black and interior. So what I found was there was an option called black with parchment white parchment, which is an off-white color with the black interior, but then the white seats and also the white panels. So I've got all that. Like I said, I'm crunch time this today or this week to finish this up for next Saturday. Um, my first time doing seat belts. Those I need to tack that one back down. But these are from Gopher Racing. Um, they actually the buckles actually say GM on there. Um, so yeah, the parchment white with the black trim. Um, I used Tamiya's racing white. It's like a not a bleach pure white, more of a little bit off. They're not glued down yet, obviously. I also did the flocking on the floor. Didn't work out as well as I've had in the past. Clumped up for some reason. Anyways, maybe I need to get one of those sifters that I've seen people like tap it and sprinkle it over. It probably would look a lot better. Right now, I just dump it on there and then press it down into the thin down white glue. So yeah, this is I'm working on putting some photo etch knobs and things on the dashboard when I get it done. I'll do a video on it next time around. So I've got it. Things are drilled out for spark plugs. I have a spark plug. Not a spark plug. I have the distributor from Replicas and Miniatures Company of Maryland. Shout out to them. Roland. No, Norman. His name's Norman. Shout out to Norman. He's at our club. Comes to our club, but also at a lot of the shows. And they're pre-drilled out distributors. So if you see him at the show, grab yourself a set and yeah, add a little extra detail to your car. So, anyways, this is my '67 Camaro. That I'm rushing, trying to get finished for next Saturday. All right, let me put this aside and show you something else that I found. I literally found it. I was going through my stash, put it, straightening up, and for some reason, I wanted to take a look at this, and I opened up this monogram, or no, Revell and monogram, but I opened up the Revell monogram 97 Corvette Coupe, and it's been so long since I bought and I found out I started it, so it was a nice surprise to me. So I opened it up and I'm like, what in the world? And sure enough, I had started it already. And it was a really nice teal, and it's literally about halfway finished. I thought this was a nice surprise. Interior and stuff was already messed off. I had started it. So I guess I'm going to finish this one too here pretty soon. Maybe not in time for the show, but again, the paint job is probably Testers by Boyd, enamel teal. It's not been clear coated. Let's see what else. So yeah, I'll do some black trim on, or the black accent. I think those are black on the picture. So it hasn't been clear coated, hasn't not been polished yet. That's just regular Testers enamel from the bottle through an airbrush. At the time, it was the regular single action Pache airbrush. I think that was the preferred airbrush, or what Don Yost would always use too. He says you don't need anything fancy, just something to get something, practice with it, get used to it, and that stuff. So yeah, I mean, even the interior was taped off. So I'm going to get up to date with which direction I was going with the interior. Looks like gray and black. Yes, looks like a really nice kit. I was just thrilled that I've got something already finished or painted, and now it's just ready for some detail painting, a clear coat, some polishing. But yeah, I thought this was pretty neat. All right, so that's all I'm got for that. Was my model cars and coffee for today, Sunday. Give a shout out to the Modeling Sanity podcast fellows. They're really fun show to listen to. Um, I think a couple of them have been featured on the Scale Model Car podcast. Shout out to them too. I commute about almost an hour and a half to work, and I tell you what, I look forward to having these guys both podcasts to listen to. There are several others I listen to, but most of them are aircraft and armor, and that's okay. I've learned a lot about weathering from the armor fellas. I've learned a lot of tips and tricks from the aircraft fellas, especially like when it comes to the clear glass, putting in the clear glass and things like that. Um, but yeah, so all right, I'll quit jabbering. I'm going on 16 minutes now. So don't forget, when you get some time, step into the zone, the scale model zone, and we'll see y'all next time. All right, take care. Bye bye.